This is your NBC Action News Station. It's 10 a.m. Time for your everyday getaway. Kansas City Live. Now, here are Meredith Haynes and Brett Anthony.
And a New York Times best-selling author is in our midst. We talk to Janice Graham in our Book Nook coming up.
In our Book Nook today, one new novel takes readers back to the romantic times of the 1860s. I think I should have been born then. Unfortunately, not everything is roses.
Best-selling author Janice Graham is from Overland Park. She joins us today here on Kansas City Live. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good. You've been pleasant to have in the studio today. You're just such a beam of...
Oh, well, like I said, I was over there doing exercises with you while the exercise segment was on.
She's got a little humor.
A lot, yeah. But this novel is quite different from what we were doing just a few minutes earlier. It's set in the 1860s in Victorian England. You
have a note to readers at the beginning of how you came up with this character.
Yes. Yes, it came to me in a dream, which was really unusual. And this character waltzed into my imagination, and she was so real that I felt absolutely, so vivid, I felt absolutely compelled to tell her story. It's a story of a young girl raised on Savile Row, which is the enclave of very fashionable London tailors. And as a little girl, she's absolutely obsessed, enthralled to everything that has to do with gentleman's fashion. And she's expected to marry up and out of the trade, but at the age of 16, she loses her hearing, and her hopes and dreams are absolutely shattered, and so she thinks she's doomed to a life of inactivity and dependency, and so she turns to the one thing that offers her any hope of fulfillment and an active life, and that's her father's tailoring workshop. And so she ends up recreating herself as a tailor to gentlemen, and of course there are some romantic interests, and what follows is a story of great love and heartbreaking betrayal. And
she falls in love with the man who may not be worthy of her.
No, that's okay. That's all right. Go ahead.
I'm not supposed to give that information.
No. Go ahead now, because it's pretty obvious from the beginning who her heart,
how many of us women go for the bad boy, but we swear he's good? Yeah,
and there's a good guy in there. There's a good guy. There's a creepy guy. Balducci.
You mean Brett Anthony?
No. Oh, he is Italian.
I'm a Bob guy.
He is Italian.
I grew up in an Italian family, but truly Italian.
Oh, but it's no reflection on the Italians. They're fabulous.
While researching this book, you came upon the owner of the legendary Henry Poole.
Yes. Yes.
And what you're wearing today comes out of that meeting.
Incredible. I do a lot of research for all my books because what's important is that they're authentic. And so when I was researching London tailors, Savile Row tailors, I developed an association with Henry Poole. This company has been around for 200 years, and they are on the same street, the same family-owned business for 200 years. They've tailored for people like Charles de Gaulle, Emperor Napoleon III, Charles Dickens, and J.P. Morgan, and they tailored for me.
And this is the suit right here?
Yeah, because when I researched the book, they were so impressed with what I wrote about Savile Row, because no one's really written about their trade like that before, that they made me the suit to wear. Can I stand up?
Yes, go for it. They're following you up.
You know, what's interesting is that just recently, it seems that executive women are turning more and more to bespoke tailors to have their suits made, because it's a good alternative to off-the-rack designer clothing, but it fits impeccably. And one thing that I think
we all fight to find.
Yes,
is a good fit.
The top and the bottom both fit, not just one or the other.
The trademark is that.
Yes, I rolled up the sleeves because the lining here is signature Henry Poole, and
it's gorgeous.
It normally wouldn't be worn down, but they line all of their suits like this, and this retails for about £2,500, which is between $4,000 and $5,000.
By the way, we didn't get to it, but there's some really cool illustrations in the book too. So.
Yeah.
Janice will be discussing her signing at the book at Borders, or signing her book at Borders at Northland on Saturday, January 13th. So this Saturday, 2 o'clock. That's at 8628 North Boardwalk. Do not miss it. Janice has given us 2 copies of her book to give away. The 3rd and the 6th callers right now are going to win, so good luck. It was such a pleasure to meet you. Welcome back to Kansas.
I'm glad to show off my lovely suit.